Hello, everybody. I'd like to talk about computer generated voices. Of course, now artificial intelligence has advanced considerably, and they've been able to produce some very realistic human voices, which I find very useful when constructing listening exams and trying to make audio recordings that serve as samples of how to read a text. Sometimes we want students to practice reading on their own and we want to give them an audio recording. But maybe some local English teachers, maybe you do not have a foreign English teacher available. Um, and I think now technology has advanced where you can make your own recordings without actually calling up some foreign English teacher. So let's do an example with the very busy spider, and I have it input here. The first thing I'd like to recommend is Google Cloud, and we can use it for free. Just log into your Google account and you can use the cloud text to speech. So let's go ahead and listen. These voices do not have names. It's just English US 2J. This is a male voice, and the default speed is 1 and the pitch is 0. I'm going to set it for home entertainment smart TV system, and we can listen to it speak. Here we go.
The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread.
Okay, that's pretty great. He's speaking at a natural speed, similar to the speed that I'm speaking right now. For students, that's probably too fast. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, let's try 81.
The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread.
Okay, you could hear a little bit of a warbling in his voice. That does happen when you slow things down. So if you don't like that, what I'd recommend is start changing to different voices. They have different qualities at different speeds. So let's try 2i and see if he can speak it better at speed 0.81. Okay, so our speed is 0.81 and I have changed the voice now to 2i. I believe this is a male voice.
The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field.
Oh, I really don't like him. Let's go to one of the female voices. I can't really remember which one is female. I think C is a female.
The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread.
Hey, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. So this is 2C, United States American accent English. Let's see what happens if we slow her down a little bit. She sounds kind of like a senior lady grandmother. I think 6.6 is too slow. 8.5. The one disadvantage with this Google Cloud is trying to get the right speed. I just keep trying to toggle back and forth, and I really can't hit 7.1. My finger and mouse just aren't really sensitive, and you can't. Oh, I got 74. Okay, let's try it. So now the speed is 0.74.
The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread.
Okay. Yeah, she sounds nice, like a nice grandma. Um, there you go. And you can try different voices, different quality voices. There's one other option. Um, let's see, was it Microsoft Edge? A lot of people don't like Edge as a browser. I like to use it as a PDF reader. Um, and now Microsoft Edge has its own Microsoft Voices, read aloud voices, that are pretty good. So let's go ahead and hear it. Let's see. Where's the toolbar? Okay, I think this is it. Read aloud this page. Okay.
About 56,600,000.
Oh, she's down here at this part. Let me back her up.
56. About 50 images. Hall. The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread. 6.
Oh, okay.
Hall.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you, Anna. Thank
Chat.
you, Anna. Okay. So we can see under voice options, Microsoft names their voices. So this is Anna, child voice. I like to use her for some listening exam questions, and I also use her for listening worksheets, listening exercises on some of the game platforms that I use. Okay, so that was her normal speed. We can slow her down and try it again here. Let's read aloud. Here we go. Read aloud.
About 56,000,000.
Oh, she's still. Let me put her back.
Open links in new tab.
I'm using the browser right now. Normally, I just read a PDF, so I don't have to hear this stuff, at the search. Let me.
Tab. News. Maps. Hall. The very busy spider. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin with her silky thread.
Okay, so kind of natural sounding voices. And just to recap, this is Microsoft. Microsoft names their voices. They have many names and they have many accents. We have Philippine English, Singapore English, South African English, British English, and American English. They have adults, men and women, and Anna is a child voice. I have not heard any little boy voices yet. And so these are options, and you have speed control, normal speed and slow speed. The other option that I told you today was Google, the Google Cloud, cloud text to speech. Their voices are not named. They have men and women, but no children's voices. And they have different qualities and different accents. But both of these can give you good quality, almost human voices that really do seem to fool the students. When I make a listening exam with a mixture of human voices from the textbook publishers, the MP3 recordings, and also some computer voices which do the numbering and the test instructions, and also some conversations that I can't create, some conversations that are not available from book publishers, and I create the conversations myself. I use the computer voice as the person opposite to my own voice. One thing the computer voices can't do very well just yet are questions, question intonation. If you're asking a question, what are you doing? Or some sort of expressions. What are you doing? They cannot act with emotion very well. They can still only give this natural, basic level speech, casual conversation speech. But so far, it's pretty good, and who knows what the future holds. So that's it for today's lesson here, and good luck and good teaching.